Do you know many cities which have monuments to shoemakers? Warsaw has. The gentleman standing behind me on the top of the monument is a shoemaker, Jan Kiliński. But as you can see, he is not represented here as a shoemaker, but more as a soldier, as he was fighting in one of the insurgents that was organized here in the late 18th century. It's quite an interesting monument because it's also one of the monuments that was arrested. I know, hard to imagine, but during World War II, as a revenge on one of the action by Polish underground, Germans decided to arrest this monument. But this is a totally different story, and now I would like to show you the city walls of Warsaw. From the beginning, the city was surrounded with line of walls. In the beginning, they were not made out of bricks. Only afterwards, they were made more solid with bricks. Afterwards, the next line was added. So in the end, there were two lines of the walls that were surrounding the old town. However, with the next centuries, especially in the 18th and later in the 19th century, there were no more use for defensive system like this. So in many European cities, the walls were just destroyed. In Warsaw, it was made a bit different because there were next new houses built along the city walls. If you look at the city walls now, you can try to track a black line between the bricks. For example, on that wall, you can see the black line more or less in the half of the height of the wall. The black lines show you the original part of the wall and the one reconstructed after World War II. So everything that you find below the line is the original wall dating back to Old Warsaw. Thanks to the fact that actually right before World War II, along the walls there were new houses built, a lot of these walls survive till nowadays. Along the walls you will find one very interesting monument, the monument presenting a Little Insurgent. In 1944, there was the so-called Warsaw Uprising, organized military against the Germans, but politically or ideologically also against the Soviets. This uprising was from August till October 1944. Afterwards, the city was totally destroyed. Here we have the monument that commemorates the kids that were helping during these times. The kids, here you can see him with a rifle, wearing a bit too big helmet and a uniform. In fact, most of the kids were playing a very significant role. They were messengers, they were helping the wounded soldiers. They were also carrying water, bringing water, or helping to extinguish fires. This way we got to the Barbican, which is behind me, which was the gate that all the people coming from the north to Old Warsaw, they were entering through this gate.